Welcome back to Your Greatness Magnified. Work, family, life. Today we're talking about how do you find the love of your job the way you loved your very first job. It's something that's so relevant for a number of coaching clients that I'm working with right now who just aren't feeling that excitement and love, that joie de vivre, that jumping out of bed. And in my home life, my son, 14 years old, he's ready to get his first job. He's so excited at the prospect of being able to get free food, being able to stay up late. Well, when was the last time you thought in your job, oh, I really hope I get a big assignment, I get to work overtime so I get to stay late? The same things that excited us when we were kids probably don't excite us now as adults. And yet there's still lots of lessons from when we were kids that we can apply that help us to reground and orient us to what was great. So the thing I want to ask you is picture your first job. Can you picture it? That very first job. Picture the feeling you had. That's what we're trying to get back to. And I'm curious if you had the same experience as I did about what was so magical about this job. One was I figured out really quickly relationships matter. And I really cared about making good relationships. My first job was babysitting. And you can't fool the parents or the kids. Unless everybody loves you, you're not coming back. Relationships matter. Put in the work and you get more work. The other thing is that people base our jobs on referrals, right? Whether you're in sales, whether you're own your own business, or even if you're trying to look for your next job, people are more likely to trust a referral from somebody else than what you apply to in a request for proposals or even in a job interview. And related to that, you can't fake it. Kids are amazing BS barometers. And somehow as adults, we seem to lose our filter. We seem to lose our way and not trust our instincts. And yet, one of the most important things about your first job is that you show up authentic and you make sure that you invest the time so that people really see you for who you are because you're great. The other thing that I learned about my first job was when you're out of your depth, it's better to say something. As adults, we often feel like we need to keep it to ourselves. And that's why we are not excited about our jobs anymore. We feel we need to keep taking on more. Okay, yeah, I'll accept that project, do it off the corner of my desk. I'll take that promotion and I'll figure it out how to do it. And we spend so much of our time doubting ourselves and trying to play catch up, when in actual fact, when we're trying to get that job in babysitting, hey, if that's a family of 8 kids, I can't do it alone. I'm going to need to bring a friend with me. We have to be able to know where our limitations are. And finally, know when you're being taken advantage of. I had a few folks that they'd come home late time and time again. They'd say they're going to be home at a certain time and they wouldn't show up. And eventually, my parents were able to intervene for me and say, it's a school night. You're not going to be there until midnight. And then I started to be able to have a voice too. And yet, as adults, no wonder we're not excited about our job anymore, because we are consistently, almost all of us, feeling like people are taking advantage of us. What can you do about it right now so that you love your job again and you don't feel you're being taken advantage of? What are your lessons? I'm curious. What did you take from your first job that is really important to remember right now, here, wherever you're at in your career, in your business? My name is Sarah McVanel. Be well, be great, and share this video if you think somebody else would find it valuable.